Hey friends, hey guys, and welcome to today's video. I, over on my Instagram, asked you guys to ask me questions about being plus size and pregnant, as well as talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome. I do have PCOS. I was officially diagnosed in January of this year, and I am also pregnant. Woohoo! 11 weeks today, actually. Can you believe it? You want to see my belly? I don't know if it's baby, but could be. Who knows? Belly! Over on my Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me questions or anything you had because I have been getting a ton of emails, messages. People want me to help them conceive. I'm not a doctor, and I'm definitely not somebody who is super knowledgeable about trying to conceive. So all I can do is really answer from my personal experience, but there are so many of us out there that have PCOS and are plus size and are wanting babies or having babies, and there is a stigma attached to being plus size and pregnant, and that has always been there. I think it's just a little more amplified because social media is amplified times 1,000. Woo-wee, social media, am I right? So today I wanted to answer your guys' questions and give you my personal experience and my personal experience. That's really all I have, is my personal experience. Wow, this is already off to a really good start, don't you think? Yes. Yes, I really need to bring back sitting in front of the window. It just happens so naturally over there, so maybe we should do that. Other than I can't get my fat ass off the floor, so over on my Instagram, if you guys are not following my Instagram, make sure you are at Brazee. I'll leave right here. It is just my name. Go follow me over there. I really document my pregnancy over there, and I'm just more active on Instagram. It's easier, it's more accessible, and you should totally be following me. I feel like a giveaways in the future. I don't know. Go follow me over on my Instagram. I am so excited to be pregnant. I am blessed. I'm so lucky, and I'm doing well so far. So let's talk polycystic ovarian syndrome and plus size pregnancy. Here we go. Let's answer those questions, sisters. You're gonna hear my child in the background because she is home and there's ads on her game. If you guys don't know, Ella is not about that life. She's really not. Okay, let's start out strong. What is your #1 polycystic ovarian syndrome? My #1 polycystic ovarian syndrome symptom would have to be, I do have the cyst, the string of pearls along my tubes, fallopian tubes, I think that's where they were, I'm pretty sure. And I also have hair growth. It's not fun. I've talked about it a couple of times. I'm starting to really chit chat about it because I feel like it's getting worse with pregnancy. So if I have like a Fu Manchu by the time this baby comes out, at least you're warned, honestly. Like, the hair growth is really what I was like, this ain't normal. Something's going on in there, because I never, ever, 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 ever had hair growth like that. Like, I'm a hairy girl. I almost said the B word. I am a hairy girl. And I'm blessed because I've got like a full hairline and I have pretty decent amount of hair. It's just like, you don't really want it on like your face, you know what I mean? So that's fun. It does allow me to have good eyebrows. I'm trying to see the positive. So as soon as this baby flies out, I'm totally getting laser because I just can't even anymore. But there's a really good possibility that I'm going to have like a full-on Fu Manchu by the time this baby comes. That is my #1 symptom. It's annoying. Ding. Anybody else? Because I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. It's just not talked about. And I'm here to normalize facial hair because, well, it's there and it is what it is. It's not a good time, but it's there. I am 8 weeks pregnant and a plus size mama. I'm so worried my weight affects my baby. Any advice? Here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. Your weight can affect your baby. It's just the honest truth. Women who are plus size and having babies are more likely to have gestational diabetes, high blood pressure, all of those things that come along with being overweight in general. There's a good chance that it could affect your baby. Here's my advice to you. Do not worry about that. Just worry about taking care of yourself. For some reason, the second I got pregnant, I'm way more conscious of what I'm eating because I know I am way more conscious of what I'm eating, mostly because there is a baby growing inside of me that is dependent on me. I'm really lucky so far. I haven't had any blood work done in a while. So not a while, but not since I've been I'm not that pregnant. I don't know. I haven't had blood work done in a few weeks, okay? So I don't know what we're looking at currently. All I know is I'm going off of what I feel in my past blood work, and I'm so far so good, and I'm so lucky. So I'm going to really try and keep that up. My advice to you, if you are plus size and pregnant and you're super stressed about it, that does not help the baby being stressed. And I know that's annoying because saying don't stress, that's like the worst advice ever. Like, don't stress. Okay, I'm cured. Thank you, Susan. Obviously, it's okay to feel nervous, but just do your very best. Drink all the water and don't eat like an asshole. And that is just the best advice I can give you. Don't eat like an asshole. Don't overeat. Don't eat too much food. That's not good for you. Not a lot of fried foods. Like we know how to eat as humans. Yes, we are overweight, but we know how to eat, and we know how to eat well. So just think that everything that you feel, everything that you eat, everything that you drink, any kind of energy you're putting out into the universe, your baby is feeling that and receiving that as well. And that somehow keeps me going, because I am a mama bear to my core and I must protect this child. So don't stress too much about your weight. Just try to eat your best. Like, eat your very best. Obviously there's cravings and stuff, like give into those every once in a while, but 90% of the time you need to eat your very best. How is this pregnancy different from your first one? It's so different. It's like night and day difference. I was sick a lot this pregnancy. It seems to be going away. Yay, yay, yay. I do have moments of nausea, but not like it was. But aside from that, what's really different from this pregnancy is I'm not just sitting at home being pregnant like I was when I was pregnant with Ella. I ate everything with Ella, everything. And I binge watched TV, and I didn't do a lot. I didn't exercise. I didn't move a lot. I just sat there and was pregnant. And it's definitely not like that, because I have a child to take care of who's on one today. So yay, that's the difference. It's night and day difference. It's totally different. Also, I feel better. I think I just wallowed in not feeling good when I was pregnant with Ella, and I didn't even really feel that bad, which is like dramatic. I was a child when I had her, so everything is different. I'm 30 years old now. It's just different because of life experience and having things to do and not having time to be like shut down. I just have no time for it. So it's totally, totally different, and I'm loving it. Are we gonna find out the gender? This seems to be a question that we get a lot, which is not about PCOS, but yes, we are going to find out the gender. I'm not quite sure when, but you guys will be a part of the gender reveal. That will be a thing. I never did that with Ella, and I can't wait to do it. So yes, we are going to find out the gender. I'll give you guys a little heads up when that time comes. Are you considered high risk because you have PCOS? Not that I've been told. So I have like my first face-to-face appointment with Dr. V in a week and a half, I think a week actually, where they do the pap smear and all the things that come along with your like first physical appointment. I'll know more then. I'll ask him, but as far as I know, I'm not considered high risk because of polycystic ovarian syndrome. More than likely considered high risk because of my BMI, and that's just the hard truth. When you're fat, you get high risk attached to you. That's just how it is. Did I use any fertility drugs or treatments? No. I used 0 fertility drugs or treatments. I did not need them. I did, however, use a tracking app to track my period, and we did use OPKs, which are ovulation tests. We used those 1 month and we got pregnant. So I've been really lucky. I was on birth control for 6 years. If you guys haven't followed that journey, I will leave some of those videos up here or down below for my Facebook friends. I have been tracking getting off birth control. It got taken out in December, and I got pregnant in June. So overall, I wouldn't say I had any issues really conceiving. So I've got really nothing there other than I was ovulating later than I thought I was ovulating, yeah, a little bit later than my apps were telling me, which made trying to conceive not work because I was doing the deeds on the wrong day. That's really all I use. The hard reality is when you're really trying to conceive and you've done everything and you've used the OPKs and you've tracked your period and you've done Clomid and all the fertility treatments that come along with it. I actually have a girlfriend who's doing IVF currently, or has done IVF, and I'm not sure if she's doing another round of it, but just watching her infertility makes me not even want to talk about infertility or like trying to conceive, because I feel like I really haven't had it that hard and it can break you. I know us just even trying for like, or really trying for the last 6 months, it's hard every month that you're not pregnant. It's awful. And I consider myself super lucky because I always had a regular period, and I only struggle with polycystic ovarian syndrome symptoms, but not the infertility part of it, which is a blessing. So I didn't use any treatments, and I'm super grateful for that, but there are treatments out there. So if I suggest anything is talk to your doctor. If you guys have been trying for a year and you have had no luck, definitely get with your doctor and see if there's something they can do. A lot of people get pregnant with Clomid. There's different fertility drugs that can help, or you may have to get an IUI or IVF, but science is beautiful and it's helping people have babies, and I'm so grateful for that, and it makes my heart so happy every time I see somebody who's been struggling get pregnant. It's such a blessing. So definitely talk to your doctor about that. I had a lot of questions also about, because I did keto. If you guys are new here, I did a really fun stint of a year of doing keto videos. I lost a decent amount of weight on keto actually. It's not sustainable for me long term. It actually triggered some binge eating disorders that I've had, and it just was really not good for me long term. It's a great way of eating if you can maintain it, and it definitely helped me lose weight, and I felt great doing it, but emotionally and mentally, like, not good. I don't know if that regulated my hormones. I definitely didn't have trouble getting pregnant with Ella because that was not on purpose. And as far as I know, I didn't have any polycystic ovarian syndrome things happening when I got pregnant with her. I don't know if keto helped. I truly don't. I think it might help some people. I know there's groups and stuff like that, but I really don't know if low carb is the way that you're going to get pregnant. And I don't know if that's what helped me get pregnant, because it's been so long since I've done it. Who really knows? I don't know. There's no harm in trying, maybe, perhaps. That's definitely something you would have to do research on, because I have no idea, but I don't think it had anything to do with me getting pregnant this time. Have you had any complications with your pregnancy due to being a little heavier? Not yet. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. I would definitely say the only struggle that I've had being pregnant and heavy is like mentally. I'm like, oh my gosh, like how big am I gonna get? I think that's the only time I super struggle, is like looking at myself, and I'm like, I can sometimes feel super yucky and gross, but I'm trying really hard to just maintain positivity and really give myself some self-love and just be kind to my body and try and be the best that I can be, as far as making sure I'm drinking enough water and eating right and exercising regularly. I am super mindful of how much I weigh, and I do weigh myself every day. And I don't suggest that for everybody, but it does keep me focused. And I know that sometimes I'm going to gain weight whether I'm eating like an asshole or not, because I am growing a human and like fluids happen and stuff. So that somehow keeps me regulated, but I have not had any complications. Hopefully I don't have any. It is still early on, and I'm hopeful that it's not going to happen at all. So I'm not even gonna put that in the universe. It's gonna be fine. Do I have insulin resistance? I feel like the only way I can lose weight is being on keto. I'm not sure. My doctor did prescribe me metformin in January. I took it for a couple days and I literally stopped. It made me feel terrible, and I don't know if I have insulin resistance, because my blood work came back really well, like really good. And like when I got tested for PCOS and stuff, the only thing that they really found were the string of pearls, which is the cysts on your ovaries. That's what, it's not the fallopian tubes, it's the ovaries, you dingbat. Duh. Yes, it's cysts on my ovaries, but I don't know if I'm insulin resistant. Who knows? I do know that it is hard for me to lose weight, and I didn't have as hard of a time losing weight on keto, so possibly. I'm not sure. The baby is due. Somebody asked, when is the baby due? The baby is due February 25th, 2021. So we still have a bit of time. Hey, beautiful mama. What is the best mental attitude going into a very plus size pregnancy journey? The best mental attitude is be super comfortable with the fact that people are going to be seeing your body and your privacy is not going to exist anymore. I do remember with Ella, that was a super big shock to me, because like nobody like I've never gone to a lady doctor before. Any of those things. So I think the way that I go into the mental attitude that I have with this pregnancy is I'm super firm in the fact that I don't want to speak about my weight unless it's directly affecting my health or my child's health. Yes, we can have that initial conversation and get it out of the way. Like, yes, you may be high risk because you have a BMI that is this and you are obese, but unless it's directly affecting my child or my health, it doesn't need to be talked about every time. As long as I'm not gaining weight at a rapid speed and I don't have gestational diabetes and it's not affecting the health of the baby that I am growing in my body, I don't want it to be the topic of conversation every single time I go to a doctor. And that took me so long to come to that term and really stand firm in that. I've made it very clear to all of my doctors, not just my OB, but my primary care physician, and even doctor I talk to, because that ruins the experience for me. And growing a human and having a child is one of the best experiences of your life. It can be difficult, obviously, and it can be really hard and not the best experience for everyone, but typically when you're growing a human, it is the most magical thing that you're going to do in your entire life. It is a gift. And I will not have that tarnished because I'm overweight. Like, that's not going to be a thing, especially if my health is okay and everything is going well. Now, obviously, if something is affected because of my weight, let's talk about it, let's work it out, and let's see how we can fix it or how I can be better. But I don't want to talk about my weight every single time I go to the doctor. I love being very clear and firm in that. And I would give you that advice as well, because that will fix your mental attitude, like going into it being super secure and just knowing like, yes, I'm heavy, but I'm able to have this child and we're gonna do it and I'm gonna be my best self as I'm doing it. I think when you have all of those things mixed together, it'll go well for you. I really do. That's my mental attitude. And I've been very clear, like if that becomes a situation where I'm not comfortable, I will find another doctor. I will literally give birth in a bathtub. I'm not even kidding. I want to enjoy this experience. And I didn't necessarily enjoy the whole experience with Ella because I was, again, overweight when I had her. And I felt like my weight was a topic that was discussed way too much, even though I was perfectly healthy the entire pregnancy. So just be super open and honest with your doctor and you'll be surprised how amazing they can be, or if you need to find someone else. Not every doctor is a really good fit. That was a rant. Wasn't a rant? No, it was a little tidbit of information. My attitude is based off of, if I know I'm doing my very best and I'm okay and I'm doing everything to keep this child safe inside of me, then that's what we're gonna talk about. I wanna enjoy the experience just like anyone else. All right, friends, that is it. Those are the questions that I got. I got pretty much variations of the same thing. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. And if you are, you know, on your trying to conceive journey and you have polycystic ovarian syndrome, I hope that this somehow gives you some inspiration, or not even inspiration. I hope this somehow gives you some hope and lets you know that you're not in this alone. And I am excited to share this whole entire journey with you guys. I'm plus size, I'm pregnant, I have polycystic ovarian syndrome and I'm pregnant, and I'm happy, healthy right now, and I'm pregnant. So I am really enjoying this experience of having another child, and I'm enjoying sharing it with you guys and listening to your stories and having these conversations with you in my DMs on Instagram, on Facebook. Like, it's amazing how many people are just so supportive and amazing, and I love you guys for it. So if you guys have any more questions, make sure you leave them down below and I will answer them. I will try my best, and we will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye, friends.